Hello everyone, my name is Cullen Smith. I'm a published author. Today I would like to introduce you all to my brand new published book, The Hive Mind Invasion of Civilization, a compendium of esoteric science, symbolism, and universal secrets. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up at liftingtheveil.tv, and I will see all of you there. But here's another time-lapse footage. So here's another main point. So if you use a time-lapse footage of the sun, so here's footage of what on the flat Earth we could consider is the celestial sphere and the sun both fixed together. So this is a time-lapse GIF. You can look up this GIF on Google. You can just type in time-lapse sunset GIF and you'll find this image of the sun setting beneath the horizon. And you can see also the celestial sphere, how they're both fixed. The sun is fixed to the celestial sphere.
Exactly.
Yes.
What does that tell you? That they are all turning together. The same with comets. They're all set in the firmament because we have a firmament above our heads.
So let me finish the point explaining this on the video here real quick. And the same fixed angle as they set beneath the horizon, which shows and proves to us that it is because of the Earth's tilt and the Earth's spinning on its axis, which is why it appears that the sun and the celestial sphere are both moving at the same fixed rate of speed and angle as they cross beneath the horizon. And we know this is because of the Earth's rotation, rather than in the flat Earth model, they think it's because the celestial sphere and the sun are both fixed, rotating above around the stationary flat Earth, which is not the case, because if that was so, then you would not see the angle of the celestial sphere and the sun going beneath the horizon at that angle, almost perpendicular to the horizon of the Earth. Instead, they would be rotating at a parallel angle above the horizon of the Earth, and so, which means the sun would never set, since it is fixed at the same speed as the celestial sphere, as we notice and observe with our eyes in reality. And so again, this angle of the celestial sphere, so you have it. If the sun was fixed to the celestial sphere, it would be going horizontally above the flat Earth. So the sun never sets above the flat Earth. It never goes beneath the horizon. So it would not be at a perpendicular angle to where we're standing on the Earth, the horizon. It would not be perpendicular and going beneath the horizon, as we clearly observe in all the footage of the sun setting beneath the horizon. It does not, the celestial sphere does not circle at a parallel angle to the flat Earth, to the horizon.
Yeah,
it doesn't do that.
That's simply because of your perspective. That's a massive, massive perspective warp, and you should know that. You should know if you get a spoon and face it to you convexly, your image will be upright. If you turn it around concave, you're flipped upside down. We're talking about a concave, transcendental torus field that the sun is inside of. We're not talking about a mechanical clock here that is rigid or that is something that is tangible. The sun is not tangible, just like a rainbow. You'll see a rainbow, the guy next door can't see it, but it's because it's not tangible. The sun is just a condensed rainbow. And as it turns and it curves, that's where the vanishing point is. You cannot see past that vanishing point. It's just curving below because it's so far away, it seems to go down, but it does not. And all of the scriptures concur this. If you're not a scripture guy, that's great. Let's leave that for posterity, because I am. And I know that what is being taught today is pseudoscience, Copernican, New Age bullshit. I'm going with the ancients. I go with all the ancients. They were smart. They built Tartaria. The Jesuits destroyed it, and they created globalism because they knew, contrary to what you said before, they knew that there were going to be many voyages across the sea, and they knew that people were just going to work out that it's flat, so they had to start deluding the people. That's why it took them 200 years of opium wars with China to destroy and infiltrate their universities and destroy their square flat Earth model.
So you're saying the Earth is square now?
Well, they had a square version. Yes, there is a squareness. There are four corners within the roundness of the earth, there is a fourness to it. There are 4 pillars, according to all the scriptures, even the Quran.
Where are the pillars located?
They are at the outer edges of the plane. That's why I'm thankful that you call it a planet, and not. I'm glad before that you said you called it a planet, not a globe, because planet simply means plane. So every time you use the word planet, know this.
Plane of Eartha.
Yeah, planet of Eartha, the planet of inertia, which is the only place in which a torus field in matter can happen on the plane of inertia. If you don't know that, you haven't been watching enough of Schallberger, Steinmetz, Ken Wheeler, and you don't know anything about magnetism.
Except we can
in a torus field, the only place where matter can happen is on the plane of inertia, which is the inertia Earth, planet of Earth.
Yeah. Every single object in nature, wholly spherical, is not flat as a plane. There is no object in nature that is a flat plane except for like snowflakes. Everything else is a full spherical object, especially water, which is why one of the main flat earthers' main arguments is, oh, well, water never curves, and it's ridiculous. How could water form a ball? How could a ball form that's the main thing that everything in space does, is it forms a perfect sphere. With everything forms a sphere in nature. Everything is spherical. And so we can have Ken Wheeler on here, and we can ask him himself about electromagnetism and whether the earth is flat or not. Why don't we just ask him? Why don't we not reference him and instead just have him directly on and explain himself? Why don't we ask Steinmetz themselves? Why don't we read the writings of Tesla and see his journals about how the earth was spherical, how he knew the earth was a sphere and he measured it, and he was going to build his Tesla coils across the globe in his own drawings of spherical drawing. I mean, none of these people were flat earthers that you're referencing. You're misrepresenting.
No, that's incorrect. Marconi, the inventor of the earth, of the radio, he said.
Not talking about Marconi. I'm talking about Tesla. Tesla's journals. I've got it here in my documentary. I've looked up the exact time stamp. I'm not sure exactly where, but in
fact, the modern electric universe theory stems mostly from the work of the famous Nikola Tesla, who built all of his ideas and inventions upon the knowledge that the Earth is a spinning ball. The Flat Earth crowd apparently decided that they could portray him as a champion of Flat Earth physics simply because he had criticized Einstein's theory of relativity. And to do this, they cherry-picked and quote-mined a handful of his words out of the countless statements where he refers to the Earth as a sphere. In fact, several of his patents and many of his most popular ideas require the Earth to be a globe. So using his work to support the Flat Earth theory is just plain ignorant.
It's rather like a child who's playing with a tetherball. Tesla was so creative, he envisioned using his power transmitter to spank the ball, put a great big ball of electricity, by analogy, a pulse of electricity, in the ionosphere, and it would very weakly distribute itself all the way around the world. And when it came around the other side, just at the right moment, he would spank it again with another pulse of electricity, and he'd keep doing this until the accumulated energy was so great that it would be a resource to be pulled back out of the sky by a proper antenna.
Flat-tards were apparently so desperate to contest this point that one of them either altered or invented this quote attributed to Tesla to make it sound like he believed in a glass firmament over the Earth. The very last sentence here seems to be completely made up, because it doesn't fit in with the rest of the quote, and no one has been able to cite an actual source where Tesla said it. They did something similar with a quote that they attributed to Einstein, but actually came from Stuart Chase. And if you read the rest of the quote, you'll see that he was actually being a bit sarcastic, because all of these statements are false. Heavy bodies do not fall faster than light bodies, due to the laws of inertia. And boats made of iron obviously can float, due to the laws of buoyancy. What Einstein actually did say about common sense is that it's a collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Both of these quotes are basically telling us that so-called common sense and our physical senses can sometimes lead us to the wrong conclusion. I'm sure Galileo would agree. The flat earth method of investigation, on the other hand, tells us to ignore logic and reason and to only trust our physical senses.
Here's somewhere where
Marconi and Pierluigi Ghina have proven that the Earth is flat with their experiments. They've proven it. I've made a video on it. You can see my video with Pierluigi Ghina on my YouTube channel, folks, where he proves that the Earth is stationary in his laboratory. Have a look at this sun. Can you see? Can you see this sun? How different is this to the sun you showed us before? Why is this sun different?
what about it?
Can you see the hydrogen being poured into it? You were showing pictures of the sun before. It looked rather CGI. This
What?
looked 100% CGI.
Now, if anything, that one looks CGI. But
This is actually real footage, dude.
okay, where's it from?
Well,
See, there went a bird flying in front of it. So that proved nothing. That's again, that looks like it's filmed with a solar filter, as opposed to well, actually, no, that's not a solar filter. But yeah, what you're seeing is the atmosphere around the edge of the sun. So I mean, so what? What about it?
You're seeing the hydrogen pouring into the sun because it's a hydrogen portal.
Yeah, the sun is hydrogen. Yeah,
so your filter sun there. I mean, it doesn't match up to this. One of them, either one's wrong. Either this one or yours is wrong.
Yeah, mine's not wrong because anyone can do it. And Wolfie showed the footage I showed you is from Wolfie's footage of the sun filming with the Coronado telescope with a solar filter on it. I mean, again, I can go back and show you. I can show you the exact. Anyone can do it for themselves. And I encourage all flat earthers, buy a Coronado Hydrogen Alpha telescope and buy a solar filter and do it yourself live on screen. Show it. You know, take Wolfie up on his channel. He even offers to buy you guys the tools to do these experiments yourself. He's very well off. He's a commercial pilot. He buys all of these toys, all these technological tools. He buys tons of drones. He buys tons of telescopes. He buys all this software, and he offers to buy you guys expensive cameras, expensive telescopes, and he will let you do the experiments for yourself. You can do this for yourself. I mean, anyone can do it. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up. It's still very bare bones. There's a lot of work I need to do on the site, but for now it's got the basic things that I need on there until I upload all of my content. You can sign up for the newsletter to receive email updates on all of my posts as I begin to populate the site with all of my archives of articles, books, videos, and films and courses and all of that good stuff. So you'll get notifications as I begin to populate the website with all of my content on it. So that's a good reason to sign up right now, even though there's no content on it yet. But you can pick up my books there. I've got my Hive Mind book. I've also got a couple other titles that I've released which are just study aids. They are journals such as Divine Manifestations, a dream journal to log your dream and awakening experiences and to highlight any insights or intuitions that may come to you along your process of growth and exploration of all of this content. I've got a food journal to log your nutritional progress and to log your health and fitness progress as well. And I've got a 50 Days of Gratitude journal as well, and I will be releasing several more titles as well to help expand and explore your own creativity and things of that nature. So these make great gifts for any friends, beloved family, any loved ones. So these are great gifts that you can pick up and also support Lifting the Veil and the work that I do in the process. So feel free and head on over to my brand new website, liftingtheveil.tv. And I will see all of you there. All right, have a great day. Thank you. My name is Cullen Smith. This is Lifting the Veil. You can find all of my full books, presentations, videos, films, articles, posts at subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. Patreon has suspended this work and my account and income stream for this content. So if you are a supporting patron, then please, I ask you to move your support over to subscribestar.com/liftingtheveil. And I have just established a completely free, uncensored, totally free speech social media platform that replaces Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, every other platform all in one on liftingtheveil.locals.com. You can download the Locals app and you can join our group and have totally free speech and totally uncensored, unrestricted content access. And there is also a ton of exclusive content, and I will leave the cited reference links in the description down below. So you can check that out for all of my full content, and I will see you guys in the next video. I rely solely on word of mouth, and the recommended algorithms are not recommending any of my videos or films anymore. My channel has literally been completely restricted, so I rely on your help by sharing my work around if you appreciate it, and leave me your comments. I definitely want to know what you have to share and what you have to think about all of this stuff, and I will see you in the next video.